Today we're on lesson 3.9 in our Go Math book, page 153, and we are learning to use equations to represent problems. The essential question is, how are number sentences used to show addition and subtraction situations? So it tells us to write a story problem that could be solved using this bar model. It could be anything that we want it to be. When I look at this bar model, I can see that we know the total. The total is 15, and that we have one of the parts. So I could say Kyle has 9 marbles. Austin gave him some more, and now he has 15 marbles. How many did Austin give him? If you need to stop the recording so that you can get your writing done, you can do that, and then just start it again when you're ready to go. So by looking at my bar model, Kyle has 9 marbles. Austin gave him some more, but we don't know what that is. And now he has 15 marbles. How many did Austin give him? So my math talk is, would you add or subtract to solve your problem? So we have the whole and one of the parts. What do we do to solve that, to find the other part? We would subtract here. 15 minus the 9 that he already had would equal 6. So 6 is what Austin gave him, because 6 and 9 equals 15. You can turn your paper over. We're going to go to the top where it says model and draw. A number sentence can be used to show a problem. There were some girls and 4 boys at the playground. There were 9 children in all. How many girls were at the playground? So they've written a number sentence here that has a blank plus 4 equals 9. Because we knew that there were 4 boys at the playground and that there were 9 children in all. We just wanted to know how many girls. So if you think about a math fact that you know, 5 plus 4 equals 9. So there were 5 girls at the playground. Our little cloud tells us that when you make a blank like this, it's a placeholder for the missing number. It's just letting us know that we have a number that needs to go in there. So at the bottom it says, write a number sentence for the problem. Use a blank for the missing number and then solve. There were 14 ants on the sidewalk. Then 6 ants went into the grass. How many ants were still on the sidewalk? So there were 14 and 6 ants went into the grass. Would we add or subtract for that? We would subtract because those ants went away. So we'll start with the 14. We're going to subtract the 6 equals, and we're going to put a blank there because we're writing a number sentence to let them know that we're going to solve that. And what is 14 minus 6? It is 8. Number 2, there were 7 big dogs and 4 little dogs at the park. How many dogs were at the park? So there were 7 big dogs and 4 little dogs at the park. So we know the 2 parts. How many dogs were at the park? We're looking for a total. So will we add or subtract? We will add, right? We know one part is 7. The other part is 4. We are looking for the whole, for the total. So 7 plus 4 is 11. Good job. All right, go to the next page. We're on page 155. And we're going to solve some word problems here. There were 13 girls flying kites. Some of the girls went home. Then there were 7 girls flying kites. How many girls went home? There were 13 girls flying kites, and some of the girls went home. So if we have the 13 and some of them went home, we don't know what that is though. So 13 minus something equals 7. What goes in that blank? Figure that out. There are 18 boys at the field. 9 of the boys are playing soccer. How many boys are not playing soccer? So we know the total, there are only 18 boys. And 9 of the boys are playing soccer. So how many are not playing soccer? So if we take away the soccer players, then we can find out how many are not playing soccer. There were some ducks in a pond. 4 more ducks joined them, and then there were 12 ducks in the pond. So how many ducks were in the pond at first? There were some ducks in a pond, so I'm just going to make my blank there. 4 more ducks joined them, so blank plus 4 equals, then there were 12 ducks in the pond. 12. So how many were there first? That would equal 12 at the end. And number 6, Matthew found 9 acorns. Greg found 6 acorns. How many acorns did the 2 boys find? You have both parts for that. You know how many Matthew had and how many Greg had. So they want a total there. You need to write your number sentence with a blank and get your answer. And turn your paper over. And we have a story here that's going to help us solve some word problems. At camp, 5 children are playing games, and 4 children are making crafts. 5 other children are having a snack. How many children are at camp? So there are children playing games, making crafts, and having a snack. So you need to write your number sentence for that and get your answer and put it there. Number 8 says, suppose 7 more children arrive at camp and join the children playing games. How many more children are playing games than children not playing games? There's a lot for us to figure out here. So suppose 7 more children arrive at camp and join the children playing games. So we need to know how many that would be. So if we go back up to the story, there are 5 children playing games. So 5. And then 7 more join them. So 5 plus 7 equals 12. So it wants to know how many more children are playing games, so these are the playing games, children, than not playing games. But we have to find out how many are not playing games. So there are 4 children making crafts and 5 other children are having a snack. So 4 and 5, 4 plus 5 equals 9. All right, we have one more step. So now we can answer the question. These are the children playing games. These are the children not playing games. And it asks how many more, that important math question, how many more children are playing games than children not playing games? So we have 12 children that are playing games. We have 9 that are not. And when we have how many more, that tells us to subtract. So 12 minus 9, and when you get your answer, you'll put it down here. And number 9, John counted 12 butterflies and Tessa counted 7 butterflies. How many fewer butterflies did Tessa count than John? Well, that's the opposite of how many more, but how many fewer? What do you do when a word problem asks you how many fewer? You need to write your number sentence here and get your answer and then fill in the correct dot. When you have completed all of those things, then you are done with your assignment.